Adventure and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
L from Incite. What up?
Nice. Here at Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Yes.
Have you guys played here before? I don't even know.
This is our first year. I have been bugging Jamie since he took it over. Put us in the game, Coach. Put us every year. And finally,
here we
are. Stoked.
Oh, my God. It's a great festival. I love, too, that it's raining outside and we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Although, like I said, I told you before, I did get caught out there getting some cannolis from a friend of mine.
Well, you got to get the cannolis, man.
They're from Chicago, so they're super good.
Nice. Well, I'm originally from New York, so I'd have to, test it to see, because there's nothing like Little Italy in New York.
She's a legit Italian, so she knows her
stuff. Well, there you go. Then it's automatically approved. That's like automatic approval.
Sapienza, that's a very Italian name.
I would say so.
Yeah, she knows her stuff.
There you go. So, you guys, I caught you at the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale, too.
Nice.
What an awesome show there. Oh, my God. And all three of you are here at Milwaukee Metal Fest, too.
Yeah, it's been awesome. That show, I'm going to say, to this point, I would venture to guess that all the bands would say that was the show of the tour so far.
You know,
off the hook.
I was just talking to Death Angel, and they were saying how great it was.
Okay.
And I thought it was great. And I go to a lot of shows, but from the perspective of the fan, oh my God, you guys freaking killed it. I was like, oh my God, that was so awesome.
Yeah, we had a blast that night. Rare form. Yeah, we were in it. It was awesome.
So, let's go way back.
Okay.
What? Yeah, there you go. What was it that was that moment in time that you knew this is what you should be doing?
Oh my God, like playing metal?
Yeah.
Well, because I'm a dusty old fart, my dad took me to see Kiss, like OG makeup Kiss,
nice.
When I was like little. And that's when I'm like, I want to do that. And then fast forward, because I'm still a dusty old fart, the only time I've seen Metallica is when they opened for Ozzy when they were doing Master of Puppets, and I saw Cliff Burton. I'm like, I need to do that.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was when.
And you know what? It's funny you should say about Kiss, first of all, because I lived in Jersey, and I was at the Jersey Shore. What was I? I was like in grammar school. I think I was like, I don't know, first, second, third grade. I don't know, something like that. And I was playing this Carney game, and you could win an album. And I looked up, and it was the original Kiss album, and I was like, that's the one I want.
Heck
and
yeah.
That started my whole journey to being here today. That was my first album ever, and then it just progressed from there.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
That's the benefit of people of our stage in life. It's like the metalheads now, they don't have the same foundation we had.
No, and I do like that vinyl has made such a strong comeback, because I feel like now younger generation, I mean, they don't go to the record store per se, but bands are always offering stuff on vinyl, and I think a lot of kids are still doing that, like probably me and you, like, oh my God, that cover's sick, I'm buying that.
Exactly.
And
well, to prove that point, two of my granddaughters, when it was their birthday, I was like, so what do you want? Let's go get something. They wanted vinyl. Both of them. I'm like, holy shit. Then I was like, well, no wonder they want me to buy it. It was like the albums were like $38.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the one downside, I think, that it's kind of expensive. But, when I was a kid, bands only put colored vinyl out if it was like some European special edition.
An export.
Yeah, and it was like super expensive, and then you didn't want to play it. And now I love that it's like common. It's like, no, there's like 3 color variations and black, and
it's
I
cool.
love it.
Because you know what? there's nothing better than the sound on vinyl and even the scratchiness, and it's real. And you have the mids. That's the thing I think the kids miss nowadays with digital. There is no mids.
And I always like revert back to this. One of my favorite childhood memories, my mom, who's cool as shit, would like when certain records would come out, I would get home from school and it'd be sitting on the kitchen counter. And I remember dropping the needle on Rain and Blood the first time. The little, hiss, pop, bump, ba-da-da, and oh my God, nothing. I got goosebumps just now talking about it. There's nothing better than that.
How about this? So this is by some friends of mine that are in thrash metal bands that said this is the first thrash metal song, but how about Fast as a Shark when they were scratching the album?
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning.
Dude, yeah, with the little German folk song in the
Yeah.
And then the scratch, yeah. A kid that I went to school with, I remember he made me a mixtape. Remember mixtapes?
Oh, yeah.
He made me a mixtape where one side was half of Haunting the Chapel, half of Kill 'Em All, and on the back was like a mixture of like a bunch of Accept and Saxon and stuff like that. And that I remember Fast as a Shark, and I'm like, blew my mind.
Check out this story. I went to see Ozzy Osbourne on New Year's Eve with Randy Rhoads. It was one of those things where I told my dad I was sleeping at my friend's house. He told his parents he was sleeping at my house, and we went to the show. And so when we get back, there was a hill behind my house down to a lake, and so we were hiding down there so my dad wouldn't see, and we were just going to go up in the morning like we were already there.
Nice.
And my next door neighbor comes out, and I'm like, oh shit. And she sees all the Ozzy swag. She's like, oh, you boys, were you at the Ozzy show last night? And we're like, yeah. And she goes, stay right there. I want to go get my husband. And we're like, fuck, we're in trouble. Husband comes out, invites us up to the house. Turned out he was Ozzy's promoter.
Oh, dang.
And he brings us into his studio, which was wall-to-wall cassette tapes, pulls a cassette tape out of the wall, hands it to me, and says, listen to this. This band isn't even in the United States yet. They'll be here in 6 months, and they're going to be huge. It was Restless and Wild.
Hell yeah.
That tape.
Hell yeah.
It was like, wow. And I remember hearing that the first time, like, oh my God.
That's got some bangers on it.
I know, right? And then I was just at Hell's Heroes a few weeks ago, and Udo played it. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, this made my whole decade.
Hell yeah.
And then you guys played at Culture Room with Death Angel and with Vio-Lence. And that, to me, was like being at those old school shows in the Bay Area in the 80s.
Hell yeah. Well, I was telling their audio visual guy they got touring with them, like Mark Osageta, he's this interesting kind of like bridge between like kind of like old school traditional metal like Priest and Dio and all that, and into thrash, because he incorporated a lot of that high scream stuff.
Yeah.
When a lot of other thrash other than Joey Belladonna, like they were like kind of the only two that were really doing that. Everybody else was trying to sound like a Strangled Cat or do the kind of punk bark, and it's cool to see that he's taking such good care of himself, or he's a witch or something. He sounds just as good now as he did back in like 1990.
Well, you know what's funny about that? Because I sang thrash metal as a teenager, and I sucked because I had no technique, so I lost my voice,
Sure.
Doing that, you're going to lose your voice screaming. And at your show, but while Death Angel was playing, I turned to who I was with, and I was like, man, he still has to scream. And I'm and my friend goes, now you know why Kerry King picked him. Because I said, Tom doesn't have that scream anymore.
Yeah.
And like, Tom's great, always has been, but he can't, like, there's certain songs he can't do anymore.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, out of all his peers, he still has his pipes. Not a lot of those dudes, Hetfield can't say that. Tom Araya can't say that.
Exactly.
None of them dudes.
It's wild.
And Mark's just still like belting out 110%.
I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, one story, good or bad, in your whole career of music, maybe specifically Incite,
Okay.
what would you share?
Of like a crazy story?
It could be crazy, it could be memorable, it could be good, it could be bad, it could be shit, whatever you want it to be.
Man, I wouldn't even know where to. Well, okay, this is kind of. I just had told this to somebody the other day. So we were on tour. This would have been like 2017 or 18. We were on tour with 6 Feet Under in Europe. He always Barnes always does the Christmas in Hell tour, and we were. It was like second to last stop, and people, if you don't know, a lot of bands, we don't get the luxury of showers and laundry and all this stuff, or you got to really plan accordingly. And so I always have a set of show clothes and then walk around clothes. And my show clothes had been nasty. I've been wearing them for like 6 days, 6 shows. We played a 45-minute set under hot lights, so it's like nasty, crusty, stinky,
Totally.
Smells like pickles and feet, whatever. And I had my clothes out I have them on a hanger, and I had them out on this fence that was like fencing off the bus, and somebody stole them. They stole my show. I mean,
shit.
the shirt I get because it was really cool. It was like this cool, gauntlet hand holding some tattoo needles because I'm a tattooer when I'm not meddling out. So it was from this tattoo supply company where I buy stuff from. Really cool art. So I understand stealing the shirt, but my pants and my underwear and...
Well, maybe it was a chick that stole the underwear.
I don't know, but I'm like, it's your nose.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's... But then, I've had dudes ask me for my shirt. Well, I've had to change outside or whatever because we don't have dressing room. And like, oh, please, can I have your shirt? And I'm like, no. Well, either if it's something I don't want to part with, or I'm like, dude, it's gross. Gross. Don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't do
You
that.
can't even wash that shit anymore.
No, man.
It's so bad.
Sometimes.
What's your favorite thing about Milwaukee Metal Fest?
So far, like I said, we haven't, this is our first time. Me and a couple of guys came down here last night to do the pre-party thing and watch Amir and Josta and all that. But since we're just getting going here today, I really like just all the fucking people. You see people all watch live from all over the place. At our meet and greet, there was a guy that flew from central Mexico to come to this today.
Wow.
And he wanted to make sure he got here for our meet and greet, which is very flattering because I always feel weird, autographing stuff. But I like all the people. Everybody is a really cool vibe. Everybody's having a good time. There's a really good mix of bands playing this weekend. So something for everybody. No matter what kind of subgenre of metal you're into, there's something for everybody. It's really cool.
It is.
I'm super excited to play because, like I said, I've been wanting to do this forever.
Well, I can't wait for your set for sure.
Me too.
And last thing I want, since you brought it up, tell me about the tattooing.
What would you like to know?
Well, what got you into that? What's your specialty? And how can people find out about getting a tattoo from you?
Well, I was in the 3rd grade, and I was at a 4th of July biker party, and I watched a dude get a tattoo. This guy had a travel kit in a suitcase that had his power supply and machines and ink and all that. And I watched this guy get an eagle, traditional style American eagle, in the kitchen while I'm eating a hot dog. And that blew. It was it was in this same line. I saw Kiss, and then I saw this, and I'm just like, that's my life right there. And I just learned about tattooing as I got older, and finally got an apprenticeship. A couple years out of high school and did all that, and I've been a tattooer for almost 30 years.
Nice.
It's I'm one of the few probably guys in metal. I don't mind my day job.
There you go. Well, it's kind of a related good day job to have.
It is, and I'll bring my stuff out on tour every now and then. I have clients that have moved away, and as long as I have a clean spot to work, I'll lace them up.
See, what we got to do is we got to get Danny Wimmer to have you guys on the Incarceration Festival, and then you do tattooing too. Have you?
Well,
do you know about that festival?
I've heard of it, yes.
Oh my God! It's at Shawshank Prison.
Put the word in for your boys.
I'm putting it out there right now.
Yes, please. Danny, hit us up. We would love to do it, and I'll fucking tattoo all night.
There you go. That would be such a great pitch for him to use. Like, one of the bands is going to be back there tattooing.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I would love that.
There you go. So
I would love it.
Let's make that happen, Danny.
Yes, Danny, please. Call your boys.
Well, you guys rock. You killed it in Fort Lauderdale. You're going to kill it here at Milwaukee Metal Fest. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Pipeman, doing what a pipe can. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.